The book that I've chosen is Insane by Alyssa Roth. This half of my book talks about the complex relationship between mental illness and the criminal justice system in the United States. An overview of detentionalization movement was given by Roth, which resulted in the shutdown of many mental institutions, and it also increased the number of many mentally ill people entering the criminal justice system. She also talks about the difficulties and failures in providing proper therapy for mentally ill inmates in jails and in prison, including issues with solitary confinement and the criminalization of mental health symptoms. Roth provides powerful arguments, and the data demonstrate that the urgent needs to reform the way that the criminal justice system is in the United States and how they handle mental illness. Two takeaways that I've gathered from my book is the detentionalization consequences, which is depending on how big the detentionalization movement is in the US. Many people with mental illness end up in the criminal justice system as a result of mental hospitals closing and limited community-based in mental health care. Roth draws attention to the negative impacts of the changes, including criminalization of mental health illness and a lack of services for those in need. I've also gathered another takeaway that is harsh conditions in prisons, which is the serious and frequently cruel circumstances that people with mental illness face in the criminal justice system, which should be taught. The high rate of solitary confinement for mentally ill prisoners can worsen their condition and also cause further suffering. It also talks about how urgent needs to improve and how mental health services need to improve and assistance for people in the criminal system. One thing that I can apply to my future career interest that I learned from my book is the career that I go into, I can provide like mental health care because I also want to work with prisoners. I can get them the mental health that they need, like mental health evaluations. And I think mental health should be just offered with anyone around the world because it can prevent a lot of crimes from happening before they occur, because majority of the crimes that happen, some people do get the sanity plea, which they're not sane at the time of like the crime that they commit. So I think mental illness should be something that should be evaluated, and I can also use this in my future career.